am here talking to Chief Executive of Marketing Association, Keith Norris. Keith, thank you so much for being my first guest on iJump's video podcast. And today we're actually talking about social media. We're actually here at Marketing Association's head office here in Auckland, and we thought we'd just talk to you and see what your thoughts are on social media.
You've come to ask a dinosaur about communication.
Dinosaur, no.
Yeah.
No, dinosaur, no. A wise dinosaur then.
Well, the first thing I see is my grandchildren
Right.
and the way they communicate with their friends, and they're both early teens. So within 6 or 7 years, they're going to be consumers.
Right, okay.
And they don't open letters. I mean, not many teenagers do anyway.
No.
They don't, but they're never going to have to.
Right, yeah.
We have to find a way to enable them to communicate with us. And when I talk about us, I'm talking about the commercial world in the way that they want to, because customers are driving the direction of modern marketing communications.
Absolutely.
I don't mean to say there's no place for mail, but that is a big challenge for New Zealand Post, and one which we're working with them, because they've always been a strong supporter of the association.
Okay, interesting, thank you. Now, do you use social media, Keith?
Note the long pause, listeners. Do I use? Describe social media in your life.
Well, social media is all the various platforms that are out there now, like
Yeah.
you know, the likes of Facebook and MySpace and Second Life as well, virtual world. So you're finding a lot of people, you know, connecting through various ways, you know, on and just socialising, and also finding various contacts too for commercial reasons. So
I don't use it in a social sense,
okay,
only in a business sense.
okay. So what medium, what particular site do you go to?
They're mainly industry sites, blogs, and they're mainly on the technical and regulatory side, so they're really boring stuff.
Okay, so you haven't really let rip, and you haven't really experimented really with
No.
social media. Okay.
And I don't think you'll find that many people in my age group have.
Yeah. Well, that's.
But then when I talk to younger people, they're all excited about it, but I'm not sure that they're really using it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the next big thing,
True.
but is it? And does it have any relevance in the marketing world?
You're asking me questions now.
No, I'm
But
posing.
yes.
I'm posing questions for everyone to think
Yeah,
about.
no, that's
because
really good.
I honestly don't think that we have established answers in that direction
No.
yet.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people who are blogging one another on a daily basis.
Yeah.
The rest of us just email.
Mhm.
But then email used to be the new social media.
That's right. That was a couple of years ago.
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you have a blog? Do you blog yourself?
No.
So, do you subscribe to other people's blogs?
Yes.
Okay.
But as I said, they tend
Yes.
to be rather focused and directed towards technological and regulatory matters, particularly around IT, anti-spam, privacy, etc.
Okay. And have you come across a podcast at all? Have you listened to one or?
Only the ones my staff have shown me.
Okay. All right.
I told you I was a dinosaur.
No, that's good, because you know what, this part of this is actually, you know, I actually eventually want to go and talk to kids, and it's not about an age thing.
You know, another area which it's not because people of my generation are necessarily slow to pick things up, although I guess there's research to say that we're more set in our ways. But we didn't. I mean, men did not use keyboards when I was being educated.
That's true.
We never did. We had secretaries.
Yeah.
It was deeply below our dignity to be seen on a typewriter.
That's right. Yeah.
So I mean, I've had to learn to type in my 60s.
Wow, that's huge. You know? In your 60s. So do you just type with a couple of?
I've got up to 4 fingers. Touch type? No. Do I touch type? No.
So you use 4 fingers.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Now, what do you think the future holds for social media and marketing?
Good question. If I could answer that, we'd both be rich tomorrow
We'll
morning.
be billionaires, I know.
Yeah. You know, if you'd asked me this question about email 10 years ago, it would have been an easy answer. Except along came spammers. and what should have been the most efficient, most cost-effective communication medium yet known to marketers has actually been held back by something that we never envisaged, spammers.
Right.
I still think that email's day is yet to come, and the link with email and website and digital communications one-to-one.
Right.
And if that's what social networking is about, the actual channel medium doesn't really matter. The closer you can get to me as an individual consumer, the more chance you have of selling me something, which is what it's all about.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So if you ask me individually whether it's going to be blogging, podcasting, RSS feed, whatever, I don't know the answer. I can guess.
I'm actually relieved. Otherwise, we'll stop here. I won't have another guest on my show.
Yeah. So it would be interesting for me particularly, and I'll log in to find out what younger people in the communications industry, both from the client side and from the advisor, supplier, agency side, have to say about this matter, because I think it's a really interesting subject.
Yeah, it is. In your experience with marketing, how do you actually win, or how do you actually bring your message across about direct marketing to some of those clients who don't want to do anything, but they know the need for it?
I've been trying for 25 years. There isn't an instant answer.
Because I guess it's the same thing in a way with social media.
The biggest battle we have to overcome is getting people, marketing professionals, to understand that DM is not a one-off exercise. It's a culture, it's a belief, it's a business methodology. You cannot just do a one-off DM, and I go mad when I lost most of my hair hearing people say that. We'll do a DM. What is that? Well, the mean, I think, is a direct mail campaign. But if you do it in isolation, you're just wasting money. So direct marketing, one-to-one communication is a way of doing business. It's not a campaign. And I think we're getting it. And we have to get it very quickly because the digital age is catching up on us, and that's all about direct communication.
And last question.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll be involved in a social network in the near future?
I'm going to have more time in the near future. Right now we're looking for a new chief executive, and I'll be cutting back to 20-25 hours a week.
Okay, so you may have
So
some time.
I may well have more time, and I may well get more involved. But I think I'm already in social networks because I meet people face to face. And I still believe that is the strongest communication method that a marketer can use.
Yes.
But it's very much one-to-one. Whereas computer-driven social marketing, you can communicate with 1,000, 100,000 people at the same time.
Yeah, that's true.
It's commercially more efficient.
Right. And /B on this question. So if you had the time, what subjects or what platforms would you be interested in to hang around and sort of learn and get a feel for how to connect with other people from all over the world about whatever subject you would like to sort of...
I think podcasting.
You like podcasting?
Yeah. I like the visual aspect.
Okay.
And I'll tell you what, you have to be a really clever wordsmith to be able to project exactly what you mean with the written word alone.
True. It's
gestures and smiles and facial expressions that actually convey what you're really trying to say to people.
Okay.
So I still believe that face-to-face communication is the most efficient, and if you can do that one-to-many as opposed to one-to-one, then I think that's good.
Excellent. Keith, thank you so much.
Pleasure, Marie.
Thank you so much.
Is that all right?
Thank you. And that was Keith Norris from Marketing Association, Chief Executive. Have a great day. We'll see you next time. Great.
You going to edit it or what?
Probably.
Good.